How come some copywriters get countless objections every time they pitch email copywriting for 10 to 50 bucks a pop? Well, others are charging $500 per email, like I am, and still having premium clients throw their wallets at them. Well, it all comes down to the 5 things that I personally use to get a client to buy me 500 bucks per email, and I want to share them with you in this video. So the first one is premium prospects. Okay, most copywriters focus on what I call last resort prospects, and these are the cheap prospects that are like, oh, why is this thing this expensive? Can you do this for cheaper? Or I need to think about it. Can you just send me a proposal? I'm gonna think about it. Or let me talk to my business partner and we're gonna talk about it. It's too expensive. It's out of our budget. So these are the last resort prospects. They're not people you wanna work with. They are at these are clients that are at 5-6 figures. They don't have an offer that's going great for them. They don't have a big audience. They're still beginners, basically. They're still beginners. So you don't want to be working with those people. They can't pay you, and even if your copy is amazing, even if your copy is great, it's not gonna convert because it's because of them though, not because of you. It's because of them. I remember I had a client. I felt like I wrote the best copy I had ever written at that time, and was like, man, this is gonna convert like crazy. It's better than anything they've ever seen, and then we posted it and nothing worked, and I felt super bad. I probably threw a self-pity party at me when this happened, but it wasn't because of me. It was because of the client, of course. He didn't have an offer that's running. So who should you be outreach to? These are the premium prospects, the people that I call them premium prospects. These are people who are at 7-8 figures. They have an offer that's running. They have a good sales page, a good landing page. Usually the better it is, the better it's for you. And no, it doesn't matter if you don't have experience. It doesn't matter if you don't have whatever you might think, whatever reason you might think you're not qualified to work with them. It's not true. You need to be working with these people. These are the only people you should be outreaching to. Okay, don't even think about 5-6. Don't even think about these small clients. They're out of... Bro, these clients... they're not for us. They're for these little copywriters here who view copywriting as a job. We don't view it as a job. We know the potential it has. We know it can make us 10, 20, 30K a month working just a few hours a day. Okay? And this is what I do and what I teach my students to do. If you want to land those small clients where you have to do 8 hours of work a day to get paid $10 an hour, go ahead. I'm not teaching you this stuff. Maybe you can go ahead and find searching on YouTube and see all these other YouTube channels, but I'm not teaching you that. So yeah, outreach to people with an email list, 7-8 figures, big following, and that's about it. Actually, I want you to be outreaching to the biggest clients. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Now, the second part is having the right system that's gonna grab their attention. Well, it's not enough to just copy and paste messages. If you're just copying and pasting messages, like they teach you in all these other courses, like, oh, I'm gonna give you copy and paste templates that you can just copy and paste and land clients in 5 minutes a day. No, that's bullshit. It's not gonna work. If everybody else uses these templates, then it's not gonna work. Maybe it's gonna work with these 5-6 figure clients, but 7-8 figure clients, they're very sophisticated, man. They're way more sophisticated than me and you. They're way more sophisticated than us. They've been in business for decades, man. How can we compete with them? That's why we had to find a better way. A way where we grab their attention and then get them to hop on a call with us because we demonstrate our value. That's what needs to happen. Okay, and these are the first 2 parts. Now the third part of closing premium clients is to getting the prospect on a sales call. Now, and closing them, of course. Now, you don't need to be a sales rep or something. You don't need to be a sales rep. You don't need to be a sales god. You don't need to know about all these advanced tactics. A lot of times, this will work against you. These tactics will work against you because, like, remember what I said. these clients are very sophisticated, so they know what you're trying to do when you're like, when you're using all these salesy insane tactics that sales reps use. These sales reps use these tactics on very low sophistication levels. Okay, for people, these tactics could work on some Andrew Tate fan, for example, who have no idea in business, who have nothing to do with business, but they're not gonna work with 7-figure clients. So you don't need to do this. And my student Austin is living proof of that. He's living proof of that. He closed his first premium client who's paid him, I think it was a few $100s for just a few hours of work, and which then instantly leads to a 4-figure a month retainer. So no, you don't need any sales rep tactics. No. So the fourth part of this system is delivering insane results for the client, so you can earn the trust. Okay. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You just need to be better. You just need to be better. You just need to be better than most. And believe it or not, it's easier than you think to get at. You don't need to be a 10 out of 10 copywriter. Not at all. Not at all. These copywriters, the 10 out of 10 copywriters, and these 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, they're not writing copy. That's the thing. They're not writing copy. They're either running their own offers, or they're doing growth partner. They're doing CMO stuff, which is chief marketing officer. So they don't run copy. They don't write a copy themselves. The if you reach 6 to 7 out of 10 at your, if you become 6 to 7 out of 10 in your scale, nobody's gonna compete with you. Nobody's gonna be able to compete with you. Okay, nobody's gonna be able to compete with you because maybe you feel like copywriting is saturated. Maybe it is at the bottom, but at the top it's very lonely, man. It's very lonely. There's no competition at the top. It's like a pyramid. It has a wide base, but the top gets very pointy. It's very limited. It doesn't have people there. It doesn't have copywriters there. So that's what happens once you reach the top. And you don't even have to have made any money for clients before to deliver insane results. You just see what they've done before and keep doing more of that. Keep replicating the process. Just do it a little better. That's the thing. But there's a massive but here. You need to land a premium client. This isn't gonna work. This is a system. If you avoid following just one step of this system, the rest will fail. The rest will fall. Nothing's gonna work. You need to follow everything. So, and then step number 5, you keep squeezing moolah from that specific client. That's where all the money is. In fact, that's the easiest money you can make. It's not sending more outreach so you can land clients, and more outreach so you can land more clients. That's very hard. Okay, it's very time consuming. It's very taxing in your brain. So what you want to do instead is land a client, keep upselling them into new stuff, because he already trusts you. So it's easy to sell stuff on him. Okay, and that's how you can get a premium client without any experience, without having made any money for any past clients, without anything. Just find one client, over deliver for them, and keep upselling them to new stuff. And then once they get insane results, you can not only hope to just quit outreaching forever, but you're gonna be able to make money from, again, not only them, but also from referrals, which you're gonna make. Okay, and that's how you can create something like an ATM machine, a copywriting ATM machine that you can just pull money out of. Okay, because you won't be needing to do outreach, you won't be needing to do this. You'll just be upselling the client and getting more clients from their network. And once you get into those networks, you're gonna get more referrals from the other networks, and goes on and on and on until you finally reach the source, which is this is something I haven't done yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna stay here and lie to you. Everything I say is true. I'm never gonna lie here. So what you ultimately want to do, what I want to do, is I want to go to the source. which is basically the mentor of the mentors of the mentors of the mentors, the biggest mentor. That's what I want to work with. And yeah, if you found any value in this, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.